Hello, on behalf of all 4 middle schools, thank you for watching this informational video regarding the GAPS Middle School Hybrid Learning Model. Today, we will be walking you through your options as a student and parent for what learning will look like once we are allowed back into our schools with students. We won't be able to go over all the details of hybrid learning in this video, but hopefully we can talk about enough for students and parents to be able to understand their options and then choose the option that fits them best. All 4 middle schools are asking their students and parents to make their selections for what learning model they'd like by December 20th.
Most parents and students are wondering what hybrid learning will look like. The middle school administrator team looked at many different learning models and assessed them based on what would work best for our students and our staff. All 4 middle schools agreed that the model that the elementary schools are using is best. That means middle school students will come to school in person for half a day, 4 days a week.
The half-day model was chosen because it allows the kids to be in the building 4 days a week. Wednesdays will continue to be a teacher planning and development day. This consistent schedule will allow kids to practice being back in the building before coming back full-time. It will also provide all students with the opportunity to pick up a school lunch. If you ride the school bus, you will come during the morning session of school, whose times will vary from school to school. Transportation will be provided to students in the morning session only. Most students who walk or get a ride to school will attend in the afternoon session, although some students who walk and have transportation will be in the morning as well.
When students are at school, they'll be on campus for roughly 3 hours a day. During that time, they will have 3 classes. Over a 2-day period, they will get a combination of their core subject areas, PE and health, and electives each day. So on day 1, they will have 3 classes of those classes, and the following day, they will receive the rest of their core and elective classes. This will give them 6 periods, just like they are receiving now. Each day, students will also have homework to do in their asynchronous or after class time as well. This work will come from the classes they take on site.
Students and parents need to be ready for some safety changes at school when we return. For one thing, we must follow physical distancing guidelines from the state. This means we will have small classes and each student will have 35 square feet of space between them and their classmates. This counts for the hallways as well. All classrooms will be disinfected in between cohorts of students coming into the building for safety.
All students must wear a face covering appropriately while in the building at all times. The face covering must cover both the nose and mouth completely. It is vitally important for the health and safety of all students and staff that everyone follows this mandate. The district can provide a cloth face covering for students if they do not have an acceptable one. Masks must also be worn during any breaks or free time while at school. Students will be given opportunities to wash their hands and sanitize throughout the day while they are at school.
Now, if you choose to keep your student home, we have a plan for them as well. Students can continue to work virtually on school in 2 different ways. First, they can attend classes virtually as they have been for the first semester. However, their teachers will likely change, as most teachers will be teaching in the classroom during the day. The second option is to use our Albany online option. This is a fully virtual classroom environment in Albany that K-12 students have access to.
It seems like one of the biggest questions we all have is when school will start again. We do not have that answer, unfortunately. As soon as we meet the state metrics, GAPS will start K-5 schools back quickly, then slowly integrate middle and high schools as well. Our hope is that we can have students back on campus for the beginning of semester two in February. Due to our current county metrics, it could be a little further out than that though. We know there are many more questions parents and students have about the upcoming hybrid plans.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this informational video today. Please make sure you take the survey by December 20th so that we have time to prepare our schedules in the very best way by the end of January. If you have further questions, make sure you reach out to your student school office. Thanks again.